What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be ranking all the Godzilla vs. Kong 6-inch Playmates toys that have been out as of now. I know that there's the Extreme Godzilla that's not out yet, so that won't be a part of this list. So if you're watching this at a later date and you wonder why that's not there, that's why. So, basically we are starting from Godzilla with Heat Ray all the way up to Mechagodzilla. So in that space, all those figures will be ranked. And yeah, so we are at this point, we are almost at the Godzilla vs. Kong release date. And I am probably going to be posting my review of Godzilla vs. Kong maybe the following weekend, maybe the following week, like maybe like Monday or Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. I won't be as quick as I'd like to be. Unfortunately, work has been a little bit busy, so I will watch the movie and then I won't have time to review it. But the good thing is by the time I do review it, I'll probably have already seen it like 10 times. But without further ado, let's get to the ranking. So let's see what is, and just so you know, we're going to go from worst to best. And I'll be flat out honest with you, I don't hate any of these figures. So all these figures I do like, so that I'm not going to be like dumping on any figures in here. It's just going to be the one I like the least to the one I like the best. So none of these figures I hate. So I just want to get that out of the way so no one's expecting me to go in and just talk trash on figures. But I do think all in all, price point wise and sculpt wise, these are really, really good quality figures. So let's get to, I guess it's number 9. Number 9. This may come as a surprise because everybody that reviews this figure, this is like their favorite Godzilla from the Playmates line. This would be my least favorite figure of the Playmates line. Don't get me wrong, this is an amazing figure. And some of you are probably like, oh my god, I can't believe he has the one with Tower over this one. I mean, this one has translucent plastic and all that good stuff. Well, here's the thing, man. I just like the coloring of the one with the Tower. So it's not necessarily anything wrong with this figure. This figure is great. I mean, honestly, this is a really great Godzilla figure. I'm happy to have it represent in my collection. But I really like that blue coloring of the one with the Tower, so that's why this one puts it down so low. But honestly, like I said, guys, this is not a bad figure. Don't think because it's the last on my list that I absolutely hate this figure, because I don't. I actually love this figure. I can truly say I love all the figures in this line. This is the one I guess you would say I would love the least, unfortunately. So this is number 9. Let's check out number 8. Number 8 is Godzilla with Tower. So you see, he's not that much ahead of Heat Ray Godzilla. Like I said, I just really like the coloring. I like the blues and the grays. I just think it looks really cool. But here's the thing. It's the same exact sculpt. All the Godzilla figures, all 3 of them are the same exact sculpt. And it's a good sculpt. But yeah, so this is my number 8. And like I said, it's just for the most part, it's the coloration. Now, and the thing is that this has the hole, so you can put the Heat Ray in that. So it's not like you couldn't swap the Heat Ray to make it a little bit more fancy. But yeah, this is number 8. Let's go to number 7. Number 7 is Kong with Battle Axe. Now this figure is great. And you're going to see with the Kong with Fighter Jet, the reason why that one gets put ahead of this one is the face sculpt. Now, there is the perfect Kong figure on this list that you guys will see a little bit later. But like I said, this figure is awesome. I really love, the one thing I can say I love about this line is that it's given me quite a few Kong figures. My collection has been lacking of Kong because, you know, I think when Kong Skull Island came out, Lantern put out the figures, and Lantern's not a bad company, but they only had that giant version of Kong. Now, I don't really collect the big figures. As far as my collection goes, I'm definitely more of a, 6 to 8 inch figure collector. I don't really go much higher than that. I might make an exception here or there. Like, I've been debating buying the bigger versions of Kong and Godzilla from the Playmates line to review for the channel. Still debating, not really sure. But yeah, this one's a great figure, but there are 2 other Kong figures that I believe are superior from the Playmates line. So, let's see what the next figure is. Next figure up on the list is Kong with Fighter Jet. Like I said, I just really like this face sculpt a lot more than the Kong with Battle Axe. Now, as anybody who can do process of elimination, they know what I believe is the best Kong figure in the line, but where does that figure hold in the line? That's another question. So you guys will have to keep watching to find out. But yeah, Kong with Fighter Jet, I just like the face sculpt more. I actually like the coloring more on this one. The other one's a lot darker. This one I think has a better coloration. But at the end of the day, I think that these Kong figures are really impressive. And again, just to add, you know, the Kong from the MonsterVerse into my collection has been really, really awesome. My Kaiju collection has grown so much over the past, you know, couple months because of the Playmates line and some of the figures that NECA has put out from their King Kong line. So it's just really, really been awesome. And plus movie monster series I've started to get into as well. So let's check out what the next figure is on the list. Okay, now we're getting into territory of the figures I absolutely love. All the figures up to this point, like, I really like a lot. They're really great figures, but these figures that are coming up, I love. Like, these are up there with some of my favorite, you know, Kaiju figures. And I believe that this Skullcrawler is one of the best Skullcrawler figures out there. Now, granted, there aren't many of them. Like I said, Lantern did a few, and well, I think they did one, and the coloring was nice and looked cool. But this Skullcrawler figure is awesome. I love the sculpt, I love the tail, I love the look of it. I mean, everything about it just makes me happy. That's why this figure is so high up on the list. For a while, before the next figures that are going to be on the list came out, this was my favorite of the Godzilla vs. Kong line. That just shows you how good these next few figures are on the list, because this figure is a 10 out of 10. There's nothing I would change on this figure. I really love it. So this is why this is so high on the list. Let's see the last remaining few figures and where they stand. Number 4. This is what I believe is the perfect Kong figure from the Playmates line. This is the Hong Kong Battle Kong, and the reason why I love it because it has the face sculpt I like, and it has the battle axe. So you can combine both of the figures, and plus I love the Hong Kong lights. You know, I think the coloring's really great. I just think this is a fantastic figure, and if you had to only get one Kong from this line, this is the Kong I would say to go for. I think this figure is a perfect 10 out of 10. It's not just one of my favorites of the Kong line, but it's one of my favorite Kaiju figures I have. I just think it's really neat. One of the trends you will find with me is I like color. So when I start to see some of these figures get a little bit of a color variant, it's exciting. And then not like hokey, like ones that actually make sense to go along with the movie. Like obviously there's going to be a part in the movie where he's in Hong Kong and the lights are reflecting off of him, he's going to look like this. So yeah, this is number 4. We are down to the top 3. Let's see what the top 3 Playmate figures are. Number 3 is Hong Kong Battle Godzilla. And like I said, with this figure, it's not just my favorite Godzilla figure of the Playmates line. It's one of my favorite Godzilla figures of the collection. It's so unique. They went again with the same mold as they did with the first 2, but they used a lot of translucent plastic. They did the really cool purples. I mean, everything about this figure, and it has the heat ray. Everything about this figure is just really, really cool. I really, really can't say enough good things about it. Once again, if you're only looking to get one character from the movie, this is the one I'd go for. I would get the Godzilla Hong Kong Battle without a doubt. This figure is fantastic. It's an amazing figure, and I just can't say enough good things about it. So this is number 3. Now there's 2 left. So let's find out what number 2 is, and then you guys can see my number 1 favorite Godzilla vs. Kong figure. Number 2 is Mechagodzilla. This one was tough, okay, between this and the number 1. With the process of elimination, you guys can already assume what my number 1 is. But this one was really tough. These two are neck and neck. You know, to have a version of Mechagodzilla in the MonsterVerse is truly amazing to me. I love the MonsterVerse so much, so when I get to see their takes on such original and classic bad guys, it makes me happy. Like, and I truly think it's so cool because you get like a modern spin on a lot of these. Like, I love their look of Godzilla, I love their Kong, I love their Ghidorah, their Rodan, their Mothra, all these characters that existed. And then when I found out they were doing Mechagodzilla, and you can kind of see the leaked image, I wasn't sure how to feel about it. But seeing it in person and finally getting clarity on it, I love it. I just think it's so cool. I love the design. I love that it's kind of clunky looking, you know, because like they can finally make it stand like Godzilla would, right? Because it's not a guy in a suit. I think this guy is going to be truly menacing in the film. I am looking so forward to seeing him in action in the film. He's going to be awesome. And I just love the image. I love that we, as the MonsterVerse fans, have a Mechagodzilla in our universe. So this is number 2, and I hope you guys are ready for number 1. My number 1 favorite figure of the Godzilla vs. Kong line is Warbat. Warbat is literally, since I saw the leaked image of this character, he's been the one I've been most excited about. I just saw the new TV spot where you actually get to see his face and the way he moves. He looks awesome. This is the fight I'm looking forward to the most in the film. I know he's a Hollow Earth creature. And as a Kaiju and Titan fan, one of my favorite animals in the world is a King Cobra. I really think snakes are cool. Like something I've always been into since I was a kid. I've always thought they were really interesting. And a Cobra was one of my favorites. So I've always wanted actually a Cobra-like monster. So the fact that Adam Wingard gave us it is really, I don't know, it's really special to me. And I just look forward to seeing Warbat. I hope that he's as badass as I expect him to be. The figure is amazing. I can't say enough of good things. This is literally my favorite figure of the MonsterVerse Godzilla vs. Kong line. And it's actually up there with one of my favorite figures in my collection. This one has a high running to be in the top 5 of the best figures of 2021. Like I said, I just can't say enough good things about this figure. So, these are my rankings of the Godzilla Playmates line. I hope it helps you guys. If you guys are debating on buying the line, maybe can help you guys cherry pick which ones you guys want, or be like me and just get them all because they're all great in their own ways. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I hope you guys enjoy Godzilla vs. Kong, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.